We're gonna be live on YouTube. We're gonna be live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Let me see. We're just waiting. Oh, there's Annex. Let's see who they have. Good morning, Annex. Annex, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who do we have over there?
We have Ruiz Ricardo.
Okay, let's start off with him, please.
Okay, let's go right up. We also have Marquez Guillermo and I would say Jacob.
And who? Oh,
Marquez Guillermo
okay.
and I would say Jacob.
okay. We'll start with Reese, then we'll go with Marquez, and then we'll do RC.
Yes, ma'am.
And that should be it. Okay, all righty, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let's see, Brian, which Brian? Rodriguez? Are you here for Mr. Reese?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, got it. Good morning, Mr. Reese, can you hear us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty. Good, let's see, Mary, DA, Public Defender, okay. Good morning, everyone. We are here under cause numbers. Where the heck? 2022-0C04505, which is an assault family violence, as well as 2022-0C02670, which is a resisting arrest, which is going to be dismissed. And it's State of Texas versus Ricardo Ruiz. May I have announcements from council, please?
Adon Valdez on behalf of the state, ready to proceed.
Brian Rodriguez for Mr. Ricardo Ruiz, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ruiz, I need your complete name, your date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
Ricardo Ruiz, my birthday is 4/10/19.
A little bit louder, sir.
It's Ricardo Ruiz,
Perfect. Okay.
4/10/1993.
And U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Mr. Ruiz, you're being charged with the offense of assault family violence. That is a misdemeanor. Range, Class A, range of punishment is a fine up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial? Would you like to plead guilty, Mr. Ruiz?
I'd like to plead guilty.
Okay, and Mr. Valdez, what's the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense?
My understanding of the recommendation in this case is 60 days in the El Paso County Detentional Facility with credit for time served. And included with that plea would be a dismissal of cause number 2022-0C02670. What has been tendered to defense included but not limited to police reports on officer histories.
Okay, And Mr. Rodriguez, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Reese, is this your understanding of the recommendation? 60 days in the county jail, and you will be given credit from September the 17th to the present, and that'll cover your sentence as well as your cost. Is that your understanding of the recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. To the offense of assault family violence, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, sentences you to 60 days in the county jail. This is running concurrent with your felony. And your other case, the resisting arrest, is going to be dismissed as soon as I sign the dismissal. And is there anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck, Mr. Reese. Thank you so much.
Hey, good luck, Mr. Ruiz. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Bye-bye. all.
Bye-bye. Let's move on to Mr. Marquez, Sergio Marquez.
It's coming right up.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Marquez. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And let's see. Good morning, everybody. We are here under cause numbers 2022-0C02-840, 2022 0C05909, and 2022-0C02880, State of Texas versus Sergio Marquez. And may I have announcements from council, please?
Adán Valdez on behalf of the state, ready to proceed.
Brian Livingston on behalf of Mr. Valdez, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
And Mr. Valdez, I need your complete name, sir, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
I think you meant Mr. Marquez, because you know my
Oh.
name and date of birth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Marquez, I'm sorry. I need your full name, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
Sergio Guillermo Marquez, June 28, 1983. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Marquez, you're gonna have to speak up a little bit louder, okay? Tell me again.
Sergio Marquez, June 28, 1983, and yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Marquez, you're being charged with 3 misdemeanors. It's a criminal trespass, theft, and a terroristic threat. And the range of punishment, which one's the A? Let me see.
Is the terroristic threat, I believe, would be an A, Your Honor.
Well, the theft is a class A, which is range of punishment up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year. And the terroristic threat, no, the criminal trespass also carries the same range of punishment. And let me double check on the other one. And the terroristic threat is a class B, which is a range of punishment of $2,000 and or jail time up to 180 days. On all 3 cases, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial? Would you like to plead guilty?
I to plead guilty.
Okay. And Mr. Valdez, what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense?
Judge, let me just double check one thing because I'm seeing a difference in numbers from what Mr.
Me too. That's what I saw this morning.
Right. So let me double check because my notes reflect it should be 45 days on 2840, 30 days on 5909 and 2880, all cases to run concurrent. And so the one thing that's throwing me off is I'm seeing reference to 150 days. Let me just double check.
I appreciate that, Mr. Valdez.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw 45, 30, and 30.
Okay, and that's correct. It should be 45 on 2840, 30 on the other 2.
Okay. And what's been tendered to the defense?
What has been tendered to the defense, included but not limited to via portal, is law enforcement reports, officer histories, photographs, and videos.
Okay. Mr. Livingston, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Okay, and Mr. Marquez, is this your understanding of the recommendation? 45 days on the criminal trespass, 30 days on the theft, and 30 days on the terroristic threat. All three cases running concurrent with each other, as well as your felony. And you would be given credit from July 19th of 2022 to the present. That'll cover your sentence as well as your cost. Is that your understanding, Mr. Marquez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. Mr. Marquez, to the criminal trespass ending with 2840, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And to the theft ending with 5909, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And to the terroristic threat ending with 2880, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept all three pleas of guilty and finds you guilty of all three offenses, sentences you to 45 days on the criminal trespass, 30 days on the other two. As I said earlier, everything's running concurrent with each other. And is there anything else from the state or from the defense?
One thing, Your Honor, and this is what was just a little concerning to me before. So on portal, it's appearing kind of preemptively, the disposition of this hearing here today, and it's showing as the disposition on the 2840 case, a sentence of 150 days. So I just want to make sure there isn't something that isn't erroneously entered that's generating that reading. That should be 45 days on that one, not
Okay, we'll correct it on our side.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Okay, all righty. Okay, good luck, Mr. Marquez. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Livingston.
Thank you, ma'am. See y'all later. Have a good weekend.
You
Sure.
too. Bye-bye. Okay, Jacob RC. Am I saying it correctly? Is it RC or say?
I believe it's RC.
And then on Jacob Herseg, it was dismissed, right?
Yes.
It hasn't gone through yet.
Miguel sent you the paper. I didn't see a signed one, but I saw that he sent you the dismissal form yesterday.
I know, and I sent it to Jenny. And it's still not showing, so I don't know where the holdup is. No, she's on. So, because I know, I'm sure I still have the email, so in case we need to do it again.
Okay.
Jenny, can you look in that, or Cynthia, to see if it's in there and it just hasn't been accepted? Okay. Good morning, Mr. RC.
Good morning.
How do you pronounce your last name?
RC.
RC, okay, all righty. Good morning, we are here under cause numbers 2023-0C00094, as well as 2023-0C01307, State of Texas versus Jacob RC, and may I have announcements from council, please?
Adon Valdez on behalf of the state, ready to proceed.
Sarah Jakely for Mr. RC, also ready to proceed.
Mr. RC, I need your complete name,
Jacob RC.
your date of birth,
August 16th, 1995.
and are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. RC, you're being charged with the offense of criminal trespass. That is a, let me see if it's an A or B.
This one's going to be an A, Judge.
A. That is a class A misdemeanor. Range of punishment is a fine up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial, or do you wish to plead guilty?
I wish to plead guilty.
Okay, Mr. Valdez, what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense?
My understanding of the recommendation is as to cause number ending 0094, it'll be 24 days in the El Paso County Detentional Facility with credit for time served. And what has been tendered to defense is included but not limited to officer narratives, officer histories, one audio file, and photographs. Also, part of the deal is that cause number ending 1307 is to be dismissed, and I've already emailed the court the dismissal.
Okay, and Ms. Jakely, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed on portal or tendered to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Arce, is this what you understand is going to happen? On the criminal trespass, you will be sentenced to 24 days. And I believe you have credit, let me see, you have credit from February 22nd to the present, as well as December 29th of 2022 to January 7th of 2023. And the criminal mischief is going to be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Jakely, is anything else holding Mr. Arce, or should he be released upon his plea of guilty and the dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe this is the only thing holding him, so he should be released. He has all the time credit to be released today.
Okay, and Mike, there's not any holds or anything that we're not aware of? Okay, and Mr. Arce, to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, sentences you to the recommendation of the state, and which is 24 days. And I said, as I said earlier, you will be given credit for the last time that you were incarcerated as well as this time. So that comes up to 27 days. So you have time for that. The bailiff is checking to make sure there's no other holdings that could prevent you from being released. I don't see anything. Mr. Stevens, do you see anything? Okay, all righty. Let's see. Good luck, Mr. Arce. Thank you so much. And I'll sign the dismissals right now in a couple of minutes, and they will be filed in a couple of minutes. Is there anything else that we're missing?
Not from our end, Judge.
Okay.
Not on
Annex?
Mr. Oh, sorry.
Go
Oh, no,
ahead,
not on
Sarah.
Mr. Arce. This is something unrelated. So yeah, we're done with the annex.
Okay, all righty. Thank you, Mr. Arce. And thank you, Annex, on Mr. Hersig. The case has been dismissed, okay? It's just a matter of the dismissal going through. Mr. Arce, did you have a question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all righty. Thank you, Mr. Arce.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, Jenny and Cynthia, check on that dismissal for Hersig. If not, I'll just re-sign it again. And then I'll sign the, I'm gonna sign the other two.
I don't see anything on the case yet unless it was e-filed, Judge.
Yes, it was
Maybe. I
e-filed.
think it was.
Okay,
Yes.
so then I'll check on it right now.
Please,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
because I know Jenny did it yesterday, but it's still not showing.
Yeah,
so-
no, it's not there yet. So I'm gonna go and check to see where it's at. If anything, I'll let
Okay,
you know.
perfect.
Thank you,
Alrighty.
Judge.
Anything else, Sarah?
Oh, yes, I just
Jake Lee is dying to ambush me with something.